Hello traders, um, good morning from here. This is Lord Swiss SFR. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are watching me from. So today we're going to be talking about high trade probability setup. High probability trade setup. High probability trade setup. All right. So you all know what is a high probability trade setup. A high probability trade setup is that your A plus setup, that's your A1 or A plus setup that you always wait for. Once price comes to your POI, you are very sure that trade will go to your intended direction. So let's use an example here. All right. Now let's use an example. Let's say that you have a trading setup like this. Right. Let's say that you have a trading setup. All right. Yeah, you have a trading setup like this. Let's say that you have a trading setup like this, right? Yeah, you have a trading setup. You had a market structure shift. Okay. Don't mind me, my device is hanging a little bit. Okay. So let's say that you have a trading setup like this. All right. In a situation where you have a breaker block plus the breaker block inducement, right, and the market continue by upward and are not coming to your POI that immediately, right? Now most of you will like to use here as your POI because you think that once market comes to your POI, right, that it will go up. And this in this type of process, this assumption doesn't work every period of time, and this can only work 1 or 2% in a time mostly, because once there is a high probability trade setup and you have a delay, like you had price delaying coming to this your POI, if it eventually comes to your POI right here, it will sweep the low of this POI right here, right, then give you another trade setup. All right, then you have an inducement. Price will then come to this POI and buy upward. So this is what I'm trying to explain about. Any time you have a high probability trade setup, be it any type of trader that you are, whether you are an ICT trader or a smart money concept trader, if the trade takes a longer period before coming to your POI, once it comes to this your POI, it will take out the low of this POI, because price will always like to build up liquidity before generating enough momentum to go up. Right now, let me explain a little bit of concepts around this area. Okay, now, why do price always take out this POI? Why it do takes out this main low POI is that price will always like to utilize a liquidity. As I said before, it always like to build up a liquidity run or a liquidity momentum before it can move up to your intended direction. So if you are trying to use here as your main POI, once price whenever you have a high probability trade setup and you are trying to use here as your POI, no, price will always sweep it out. It is called liquidity build up. So it will always take the POI of this main low out. Now, what do you do? As I showed you before, you wait for price to create another liquidity setup or another liquidity build up, right? Depending on the type of a trader that you are. So you wait for price to take out another low, then break structure. All right, break structure here. All right, then give you an inducement or a liquidity, right? Then here now becomes your POI. All right. Alright, so as here becomes your POI, then once price give you an inducement liquidity here, now price will then again utilize this liquidity as your POI as a build up liquidity, then come to this POI and they buy upward. So it is very simple and easy as ABCD. So I don't know if you guys are understanding me. All right, I don't know if you guys are understanding me. And most times you will also have this type of liquidity build up, right? Most consecutive time, yeah, you will have this type of liquidity build up. All right, yeah, yes. So most time you have this type of liquidity build up where price will take out this low, then give you a structural liquidity here, then break this structure here. All right, then comes to this POI, okay, comes to this POI, right, and they buy upward. So this is as simple as ABCD, and this is always what occurs when you have a high probability trade setup and the price takes a longer time to come to that POI. But once price ever comes to the POI, it will rate this POI, give you another trade setup to enter before it can ride upward. All right, so this is it. Now let's go to the chart and I will show you one of the realest all right, now as you can see here, now I have a breaker block right here which comes with a structural liquidity right here. All right, what did price did here? It bought for a long period without coming to my POI right here. Okay, then once it finally come, it touched my POI and went up. And mind you, this doesn't occur most often, and I did not expect this. Okay, I did not expect this. I mostly expect the one that I just explained to you now. I don't usually expect this because this doesn't occur often, and this just occur once in a time. It doesn't occur often, right? This whole process here, okay, so it doesn't occur more often because if I want to trade this as a setup right now, I will wait for the liquidity build up to come and the form before I can be able to enter. So this this thing here, this clear entry here, doesn't come often. It comes once, right? So that is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. And the other one that I told you, I just explained about, is what always occur often and often time, right? So you can go and backtest all this process and see how it works for you. All right, so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube videos, give me a thumbs up, and very soon we are going to be launching our mentorship, our signal group, sorry. So, and it will only contain 500 people. So we're going to be launching it very soon. All right, so subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me a thumbs up, and click the notification bell icon. Stay tuned to more YouTube videos like this. All right, so see you guys in my next video.